So I'm just going to be introducing combinatorics and the principle of counting. This is an add-on to this course. I will be discussing the sum rule and the product rule. You need to remember that sum rule stands for OR, that is plus. For example, suppose there are 12 books on mathematics, 10 books on physics, and 16 books on computer science. The number of ways in which a book can be chosen can be 12 plus 10 plus 16. That means you can either have 12 books in maths, 1 book in maths, or 1 book in physics, which is 10C1, or 1 book in computer science, that is 16C1. So you can choose from maths, or 1 from physics, or 1 from computer science. Coming to the product rule, AND. So AND means multiplication. So I'll explain by means of an example. Suppose we have to construct 4 symbols in which the first 2 are letters and the next 2 are numbers. If no letter or no digit can be repeated, the number of different sequences are. So there are 26 letters, so the first digit can be selected in 26 ways. Nothing is repeated, so the next alphabet is selected in 25 ways. Now we have letters, there are digits, there are 10 digits. The next 2 are numbers. So the third digit can be selected in 10 ways, and because nothing is repeated, the fourth digit can be selected in 9 ways. And we have multiplication because all these numbers have to be there. So that will be 26 into 25 into 10 into 9. Coming to a few more examples, there are 4 bus routes from between A and B and 3 bus routes between B and C. Find the number of ways a person can make a round trip from A to A via B if he does not use a route more than once. So there are 4 bus routes from A to B and 3 from B to C. I will just add C here. Now, a person can make a round trip from A to E. He has to make a round trip from A to A. So he has to go back to A. And it has to be via B. So the possible ways in which you can go from A to B is 4 and B to C is 3. So we have 4 into 3, and C to B is 2 because you cannot repeat a route more than once, and B to A will be 3. So the answer will be 4 into 3 into 2 into 3, that is 72. Coming to the next example, cars of a manufacturing company come in 4 models, 12 colors, 3 engine sizes, and 2 transmission types. How many distinct cars of this company can be manufactured? How many have the same color? So the 4 models are there. You can select any one out of 4 in 4 ways. You can select any one color out of 12 in 12 ways. You can select any of the 3 engines in 3 ways, and any of the transmission types in 2 ways. And because all of these have to be there, you multiply. So you get 4 into 12 into 3 into 2, that is 288. Now for any given color, number of distinct cars is 4 into 3 into 2. If we just take one particular color. So how many of the same color for any particular color will be 24. Now coming to the next question, if A has n elements, how many different sequences each of length r, where r less than or equal to n can be formed from A if repetition is allowed? So the first element can be selected in n ways, second element also in n ways because repetition is allowed, and you go on like this r times. So it will be n into n into n r times, that is n raised to r. Coming to the next question, that's again an interesting example. Find the number of binary sequences of length n that contain an even number of ones. So we have 2 cases here, case 1 and case 2. Case 1 is a binary sequence of length n minus 1 has an even number of ones. So if I append 0 to it, you get a binary sequence of length n which has even number of ones. Case 2 will be when the binary sequence of length n minus 1 has an odd number of ones. So then I append 1 to it. So this becomes a binary sequence of length n which has an even number of ones. So in both cases 1 and 2, we have binary sequences of length n which have an even number of ones. And what do we need to find? We need to find the number of binary sequences of length n minus 1, because both we start with binary sequences of length n minus 1. Now how many binary sequences of length n minus 1 is there? You have 2 into 2 into 2 n minus 1 times, so it is 2 raised to n minus 1. So the answer is just 2 raised to n minus 1. Thank you, and the most important thing is take a paper and pen and write along with me. I'll continue this session shortly. Thank you.